In this video, I will beat Revelations Easter egg starting on round 100. This actually took me a few attempts to do, and before I started working on Rev, I actually tried to beat Horizon Drag starting on round 100. But the problem with that is, filling up the dragons on round 100 is pure chaos. So if you want to see me try and do that again, be sure to drop a like and comment down below. I'm doing this with a mod that allows me to start at round 100, and it gives me a 60-second grace period. As soon as those 60 seconds are up, round 100 zombies start spawning. It's a pretty simple mod. For Revelations though, it's the easiest map in BO3, and one of the easiest Easter eggs of all time, so I thought I could beat this in a few attempts, and that's exactly what I did. When I spawned in, I hit the Gobblegum machine and got idolized, which is probably the best Gobblegum I could have gotten first. Once I got it, I immediately shot the 4 tombstones to start the Easter egg, and ran to the mystery box as quick as possible. But funny thing about that is, I was in such a hurry that I ran the wrong way out of spawn, and got trapped on the origin side of the map instead of going to Horizon Drag where the box is. When I got to the box, the round just started, so I only had one hit before the zombies would get here and attack me. But I actually got the Apothicon Servant on my first hit, which I was not expecting to get, as you can tell. So I popped my Idolize and grabbed it, and went back to spawn, grabbed Quick Revive, turned on the Corruption Engine, and got Jug. Right after I bought Jug, I tried to slide with my MR6 out, and got caught on the zombies and immediately went down. But no worries, because I hurry up and grabbed Jug again, grabbed Quick Revive, and also got Widow's Wand. Now that I have the 3 best perks in Zombies history, I opened other Corruption Engines and shot down Pack-a-Punch. I can't Pack-a-Punch the Apothicon yet though, because I need to shoot 5 rocks in the sky first. There for a little bit, I didn't really know what to do because I was almost out of Apothicon ammo, so I used the last of my Idolize to activate the Keeper. I was hoping he'd drop me a max ammo, but I didn't have to hope for long because I hit the Gobblegum machine for the last time this round and actually got Power Vacuum. You're not seeing my mods folder, but trust me, this ain't modded. Well, I guess technically it is, but I didn't mod my box in Gobblegum RNG. I grabbed the RK5 and packed it twice to get fireworks. This was actually really smart in hindsight because I trained the zombies up and activated the AAT to get a death machine drop, and that just opened the floodgates. Right after this, I got a max ammo and another death machine, so I used it to get a nuke and shoot the rock for the Apothicon in the spawn area and Horizon Drag. Then I went to Verrückt and shot those 2 rocks, got another max ammo for my Apothicon shot, and hit the final rock in Mob of the Dead to Pack-a-Punch the Apothicon. I also got the best camo in Zombies history on it as well, which is even better. Now that I have that done, I called back in the Keeper Protector and started the rock defense step. If you need any proof that Power Vacuum is the best Gobblegum in this game, this is the only thing you gotta see. Also, thanks to Power Vacuum, I got a nuke and went to go build a shield and sit in Pack-a-Punch for the rest of the step. In case you don't know, if you run away from the Keeper while zombies aren't spawning, whether it's from a nuke or you're in between rounds, you can leave him and he won't die. So I did just that. Once the step was over, I grabbed the audio reel and placed it inside Noct. After that, I went to go get Arnie's from the box, and I actually ended the round here, which is totally my fault because I haven't played high rounds in years, so I thought each round would take like 20 minutes to go through. But nonetheless, on round 101, a Marg was spawned in. I used this as an opportunity to try and figure out what I should do on the next step, but I caught in the Keeper Protector here, and he actually took out the Margwa for me. It's been so long since I used a Keeper Protector that I completely forgot he could kill bosses, but nonetheless, shortly after that, I got the Arnie's from the box, so now I can start step 2. And just so you understand how long this game has taken me so far, we are 32 minutes into the recording at this point, and I'm finally starting the second step. Here's another challenge with round 100. I have to throw my low Arnie's into these 9 holes in the Apothicon. The problem here is, these 9 holes are the same holes that zombies spawn from, and they can bounce my Arnie outside of the hole, forcing me to get a max ammo. So what I had to do here was either wait for a nuke to drop, or end the round to throw my 3 Arnie's. Once I did, 3 Margwa spawned in, and killing them was pretty difficult on round 100, even with the Apothicon and Power Vacuum. During this step, I got red screened multiple times, and this step took me so long that I got the challenge done to stay in the Apothicon for 15 minutes straight, which is actually insane. Again, this step was a massive pain to do, but after I finally killed all 9 Margwas, I grabbed the reel and placed it in Kino. Now it's time for the rock step, which is why I kept my RK5. To beat this step, I need to shoot 6 rocks with my RK5, and then suck them up with my Apothicon. Funnily enough, this was actually the easiest step in this entire Easter egg. egg. Normally, it's one of the hardest and most annoying steps in this Easter egg, but with the added difficulty of being on round 100, this is the only step that didn't take me 10, 15, 20 minutes to beat. So after I grabbed all 6 bones, I sucked Sophia with the Apothicon and placed the rail in Origins. After that, I got to the last zombie in the round and got all 4 corruption engines pointing at Sophia. Once I did that, I escorted her to the teleporter in Kino, used the teleporter, and grabbed the Chronorium. At this point, I need to find 4 eggs around the map and place them inside the Apothicon. Just like the rock step, even though this is one of the worst steps in this Easter egg, it actually wasn't that bad since I was at the end of the round. And when I went to go place the first one, I realized there was a Margwa waiting for me inside Pack-a-Punch, so that's another problem I have to worry about. Now, I don't know what happened here, but even though I was at the end of the round before I teleported to Samantha's room, when I placed the final egg down, a bunch of zombies spawned. So I used these zombies to fill up the eggs. I was able to fill up all but one of them before the round flipped. At this point, I only have 1 round of Power Vacuum left, so I gotta finish this Easter egg soon. On round 104, I finished filling the last egg and found the 4 symbols for the first boss fight. Now that I've found all 4 symbols, I am ready to go into the first boss fight, but before I do, I want to get the Thunder Gun because I need to kill 8 Margwas on the next step. Now, to be honest, with how this run has been going so far with my Gobblegum RNG and my Box RNG, I was a little worried that the game was going to screw me over trying to get the Thunder Gun, but thankfully that wasn't the case and I actually got it pretty quickly. So I Pack-a-Punched it and started the first boss fight. So just like doing this Easter egg normally, I got the symbol order from the Chronorium and repeated it with pretty much no problem thanks to the Apothicon and my Arnies. I've seen people back in the day try to do round 100 boss fights and everything, and most of the time their game would crash, so to be honest, I was really worried about that happening here. But for the boss fight itself, it actually was pretty easy thanks to the Thunder Gun. I spammed the 2 Margwas with the Thunder Gun as they were spawning, and even without double tap, I was insta-killing most of them. After a phase ended, I threw an Arnie to keep the Furies off of me, and insta-killed the next 2 Margwas. I did the same thing for the last 2 phases to beat the first boss fight. To be completely honest, the summoning key step was a massive pain on round 100. So first off, I grabbed the Kino rocket and tried to buy the bottom door out of Kino and found out that I can't buy anything while holding the summoning key, and that almost got me killed. So after I got out of that mess, I ran to grab the items in Verrückt and Mob of the Dead. I then tried to get the item in Origins, then the summoning key glitched out and bounced off the zombie's head out of the map. I was panicking here because this is the second to last step in the Easter egg, and I'm 90 minutes into the game, and I had the perfect RNG in this game, so I really did not want to have to end the game here. So I was trying everything I could to get the summoning key back. I didn't know what to do. I was trying everything. I tried running up to it and jumping to try and grab it with my big hitbox. I tried sucking it up with my Apothicon. I tried knocking it back in bounds with my shield. I was trying everything, and nothing would work. As a last resort, I tried to run away from it to respawn it, and that actually worked, thankfully. It respawned at spawn, so I grabbed it. At this point, I was so ready to get off this step, so I didn't have to worry about it glitching again. So I grabbed the part and knock, went back to Origins and successfully got that one, and finally I got Dreisendrach in Shangri-La. At this point, I am ready for the final step in this Easter egg. Before the boss fight though, I changed my loadout a little bit. Since I don't need to kill any more special enemies, I traded out my Thunder Gun for the Dingo in case I wasn't able to get raindrops. Now, in hindsight, that was not a smart play. I should have hit the Gobblegum first, because when I did, I ended up getting shopping free, and with the shopping free, got raindrops. I still can't believe how good my Gobblegum RNG was in this run. It's actually insane. But nonetheless, on round 104, I went into the boss fight. I placed the summoning key in the pedestal and spammed Apothicon shots all over the boss fight arena to charge it as fast as possible. Once it was charged, I popped my raindrops under Sophia, threw the summoning key at her, threw a little Arnie in the back of the arena and grabbed my death machine and shot the Shadow Man to trap him in the Apothecon's mouth, completing the Easter egg. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see me beat another Easter egg starting around 100, like Dreisendrach or Garrod Krovi, let me know in the comments, and also drop a like. If you want more challenge runs, click the video on the screen right now. It'll take you to my playlist of me beating BO4 Easter eggs with a one-hit down. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out, everybody.